I also saw Wonder Woman 1984 on the HBO Max. Is that what's called?
HBO Max.
HBO Max.
To the max.
Yeah. So, have you seen it? Do you plan on seeing it?
I did plan on seeing it because I thought I had HBO Max, but apparently I don't. So then I just gave up.
Okay. Well, you know what? I'm going to save you some time. You don't need to see it.
No.
It's not good. I know. I'm very disappointed that it's not good. Trust me. I really, 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 really wanted to like this film. It starts off really promising. The opening, and this isn't like spoilers or anything, the opening shoots back to, Diana when she was a child, and they're doing like this Olympic style kind of competition where they have to like race each other to the end, and they have to like shoot arrows with like a particular vial of smoke so you can see who's ahead, throughout the island, and they're horseback riding and swimming and whatever. They show Diana somewhere, where she's not the little girl before she started training, but she's not quite, a teenager yet.
Right.
Which is odd because her mother's watching and like, yeah, you go. When I was like, I'm pretty sure her mother found out she was training when she was much older and she was pissed about it. But whatever, we'll let that go.
Yeah.
And she kind of cheats. She takes a shortcut to try to get to the end because she falls off her horse and she realizes she can still get ahead of the other warriors if she slides down on a shortcut. But right before she's about to cross the finish line, a princess bride, I can't remember the actress's name, but the tough chick, her aunt that trained her, just yokes her up like, nah, you ain't about to cheat.
Right.
And you think that lesson will come up later in the movie. It doesn't. And then when the movie starts proper, that's when the problems really settle in. Without ruining too much, let me say one more good thing about the film. I want to try to be as positive as I can. Chris Pine is in it. I'm not going to explain how he comes into it because those who watched the original movie know that, it would be very difficult for him to show up in a sequel.
Right.
But he does show up through machinations of the plot, and the chemistry between him and Gal Gadot is still really good. And he's really affable as kind of a man out of time trying to get used to the 80s. That's a tough thing to do. Sometimes fish out of water stories can be annoying, but Kristen mentioned it recently when we were talking about the film. She liked how the fish out of water was reversed. Instead of Gal, it was Chris.
Right.
And they were kind of guiding each other, through. That's about the only good thing I can say about the movie. Everything else is just, if I had to sum it up in one word, I would say lazy.
Yeah.
Between the plot device to get Kristen Wiig's character to be a villain, it's the same plot you've seen with like Batman Forever and the Riddler, or most recently Amazing Spider-Man 2 and Electro. Nerdy person with glasses, takes glasses off, no longer nerdy, gets powers. Right. It's stupid. I'm not sure if it was coronavirus that messed this up. Maybe they had more ambitious stuff and they just kind of had to wrap it up. I don't know when they actually finished filming. There's just... again, I don't want to like spoil it, I guess, for people who haven't seen the film. There's just too many plot threads that don't make sense. And they use this very cliche kind of monkey's paw type style situation where there's like wishing going on and a god is supposed to be behind it, and they have this big lore dump about a god that's supposed to be behind it, but the god never shows up. And the climactic battle at the end is like lame and poorly shot and poorly choreographed. There's more wire work in this movie than a Shaw Bros film. I was like, is this Wonder Woman or Crouching Tiger? But it's sloppy and it doesn't look good, and it's really badly paced. Like about, I think, halfway into the second act, I was looking at Kristen like, this is kind of boring. Like, when's this going to pick up? And then it has a good action scene and it goes right back to being boring again.
Yeah, that sucks.
And Wonder Woman herself, like in her outfit and everything, is hardly in it. I'm extremely disappointed by it. I don't think it diminishes the original film at all. I think Wonder Woman, OG Wonder Woman is probably really one of the best, if not the only good DC movie in the current DC universe. I would throw Shazam in there.
Yeah, Shazam was pretty dope.
And then I would ironically throw in Aquaman, because it's a stupid movie, but it's a fun watch. Yeah, it's a fun watch. And I don't think there's anything inherently wrong with this film as far as it being a family film. Like, I think kids will enjoy it. My son did. He's 4. He just likes watching the action, and obviously the plot's very simple. But as far as like a discerning comic book fan, as somebody who like the bar is raised because of all the good films you've already seen so far, it does not hold up.